Hey, this is Lawrence Tam. We're on video 10 on trends. I just kind of want to show you what I'm doing, what I've been seeing, and kind of helping you produce faster, make more money, build a bigger brand, build a bigger list, more influence. If it's to help raise money for your school, or like I've done with my kiddos, or if it's to helping you make more money on the internet so you can stay at home like I have. So here are some trends for you. So here are some trends that I've been noticing and things that I've been doing since 2008. Okay. So number one, a lot of my traffic does come from a blog, and I want to say blogs because I have multiple blogs. And so when we're talking about video 9, we're talking about content building, but the building itself takes so long for most people. I've been able to shortcut that and just build a bunch of those, and it's much faster that way, so I can spend more time in promotions, which makes you the most money. Right? And then from that, I want to be able to do social media. Social media has been a very good avenue for me to be able to contact and get a lot of money just from contacts with clients, selling affiliate products. This is where I've made a lot of my money. So social media can be from YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, Vine, ... A lot of social media places you can go to get a lot of this, pump it into your social media. And so from these trends, I would say, pick 2, maybe 3, if max, maybe even just 1. I really like Facebook, YouTube. Those two I've probably done the most of my earnings have probably come from those 2 sources, right? And then the trend of being able to have a list. So basically it's just emails that people have given, they have given your email to you so they can be on a newsletter, right? And that's important because, like we discussed in the previous video, some people won't actually buy initially when they first see your offer or whatever you're retailing or whatever you're convincing them to partner up with you in some way. Well, the newsletter will then direct them back into that. And really, sometimes it takes 7 points of contact. It might take them 7 ways for them to see you, for them to be like, okay, I really do want to, hang around long enough to buy something from you, like a t-shirt or maybe a coffee mug, whatever you're retailing, right? And so the other points of contact can come from these social medias, can come from the blog, and this newsletter email will kind of talk to all of them that way, right? Now, what I have noticed from this trend, a lot of it has been mobile. Mobile traffic, right? From cell phones. Now, when was the last time, right, you walk into a mall or to a grocery store and you see someone doing this? Pretty frequently. How many people do this though? Excuse me. It's pretty rare, right? I mean, laptops and desktops are meant to be at home. Mobile phones are what really gets people connected. And that's a huge reason why Facebook has blown up. Instagram has blown up. Vine has blown up, right? Twitter, which was built for mobile. These are like crazy, Pinterest. They've blown the heck up because of mobile. And when I'm looking at my blog, I'm looking at my Facebook page, my actual marketing page, a lot of the traffic is coming from mobile. I say right now, currently, you need to be focusing on getting a lot more traffic, but understanding a lot of it will be mobile, and having that audience, that's where you make your money, being okay that on mobile is where you're going to be on, but how are you building content? How are you actually promoting on mobile? This is what I want to introduce you to. Your phone can be the next phase of how you make your money, right? So the way I've made my money is usually through a computer, blogging some content, grabbing some stuff. But the more content, remember we're talking about building content through your phone or iPad. or mobile device, right? By doing this, you increase your content that you don't have to be home where like kids are in bed, now I can write an article. I'm at a bus stop, right? I'm typing this up. I'm waiting for, because I used to ride the bus for college. I would love to be able to type on my phone, send out a quick article or snap a couple videos and put it on my blog. So having a blog that can get content from your phone is critical, I think, right? If you want to be able to add more content faster. Now, you can always go home and on your computer, on your laptop, right? You can then, on your laptop, build your really good pieces of content, right? Like 2,000 words, really intricate, pretty, it's got a lot of stuff. But you're only doing maybe this once a week. Once a week. This one, whenever you have time. I'm at a grocery store, the line is super long. Oof, start typing away. I'm waiting for a movie, right? Instead of playing Candy Crush or something, you're on your phone, typing away, say, hey, look, I'm at a movie theater, I just want to say hello. And you can actually send that to all your clients on a blog post. This is the best way, I believe, you can communicate with your audience, because audience is people. You got to have your content geared to people. You can have your authority type, good type stuff built on your website from a computer and also from your phone, if I can draw a phone. I mean, my phone is a Galaxy, so it's got a giant screen, but it all points to helping someone who's viewing you, because you are a content solution provider, right? You're not a salesperson. You're actually just providing things that are funny. Like on my Facebook, I provide things that I'm eating because people are interested. What is that? All they do is eat hamburgers, and I show them a really cool pasta dish, and they're like, "Oh, that's really cool, Lawrence." Building a relationship over time is the only way to have a long-lasting business. You can't go into a business thinking, I'm just going to go in there and make as much money as I can. You got to deliver value. People want to stick around. People want to be your customer for a long time. You must focus on customers. And how you do that? Give them things to read. Give them things to be entertained with. Give them content. It's got to be the content. Got to be in the content. So from this trend, I've noticed the more content I've been putting out, the more quality content I've been putting out. And actually, here's the last trend I want to go with you. A mastermind. Okay, so what's the best way to relate this to? So when I was in college, we would have classrooms of like 15, for mechanical engineering. There's probably 15 students in there, and we would break it into groups of like three, right? Now, working as a team, usually, not always, but the vast majority, the output was better. You have more eyeballs, you have more brains working together, you have more opinions, less mistakes were there because you have more people checking it. The output was better. Here's what happens when you're online and you're working by yourself. You're one person. And if you were to take a guess, if there was a race, let's say the finish line is here, here's the finish line, and this is you, but then I had a group of people that were there together, what are the chances that one person would win versus a group of people of just one of them winning? You have a bigger chance because of a collective. You're going to have a better way to come together to pool resources, working together in a mastermind. I remember working by myself in 2008. After the kids went to bed at 7:30, I'd work from 8 to midnight all by myself. And when I had a question, who do you think I asked? Myself. Is that a good way to build a business? Now in this scenario, when I have a classroom of mastermind students, right? They all come together. I have one classroom that are high-end clients that have paid over $5,000, right? There's over 120 right now, about 120. Then I have others that are customers that are on 25 bucks, and we have over probably about 4,000 to 8,000 that are active, depending on what they're doing, or if they're reading our content, or if they're running with us. Sometimes, you know, they get tired, so they'll go on vacation, or sometimes they're like, hey, I want to take a breather and do content, or they'll switch it up. But anywhere from 4,000 to 8,000 are in that range. Okay. Now, from this mastermind, I believe, has a better chance of succeeding because they're working together as a group, asking questions together, seeing this online, and then going to an event like a mastermind event, going to Hawaii. I did a consultation coaching in Hawaii. We had, I think, 30 plus people on the beach, and I was at the Disney resort, Aulana, is that how you pronounce it? And I was in that lagoon, and we were teaching 30 people. Went to Las Vegas, had almost 200 people, teaching a crowd of people about monetization. You know, going to San Diego, there was about 6,000 people. No, San Diego was about 1,800, and then going to Denver is about 6,000 people. There's just many different places that I've been marketing, and I just know when you collectively come together as a mastermind group, that's the way you move faster as an individual. If you're looking for a way for you to move faster, you must get a mastermind group on. Now the last piece. So we talk about mobile, talk about content, being able to create content faster, and then we talked about a mastermind. So a lot of it's, first is mobile content, and then we have a mastermind. Okay. Last thing is coaching. I believe you have these three with platforms that you can put in, and you're always promoting, you're basically guaranteed. Well, guaranteed is kind of a hard word. You have a very high chance of making money and surviving on the internet, and possibly replacing your job at whatever your income is at your job, or replacing your spouses, or just making enough money to buy whatever car you want, or do whatever you want to do, and just pay for the vacations you ever wanted, or maybe you can retire earlier, whatever that may be. But for coaching, here's what I have set up. I have a personal trainer, right? And she does a group coach, and then she does a one-on-one coach, right? And then I come in, I do my superstar, she's trained thousands of people on my team. And then me, I come in for my high-end clients. I have a specialized Facebook group that's closed. Oops. It's closed to the public. It's only open to a select mastermind, and this is where I do most of my training. There's about 120, 130 of those people in there. And then my other half of the time is about, like I said, 4,000 to 8,000 people, and that's where I deliver my classroom style. More of a classroom, I'll shoot a video, I write an article, I'll explain something, kind of like in a video like this, I'll explain it to the larger group, kind of like an auditorium type group, but on the internet. And then I'll go into a closed group in Facebook, and this is where I train, right? And then for those who perform in my mastermind, I do one-on-one coaching. I mean, basically the reason why I do that is because I want my teams to duplicate what I do: time freedom, maximizing, collecting. If you can do a large classroom for your large teams, your bigger size clients, then your higher end clients, those clients who have paid more, who have more vested into you, you have a smaller classroom. And then when you have those who are actually doing the homework, who are actually growing, then you spend more of your personal time. So it's not like I only have 24 hours in a day, and I do want to be able to take a nap and sleep, right? There's no way I can give everyone an hour call, so it's not going to work like that, right? So you have to be able to filter that down, and I'm going to show you the process of how I do it by showing you the process of what you're doing, how you can take part of this, right? So I have all this taken care of, and it's at no cost to my clients, right? So I want to show you a webinar that I did. In this webinar, you'll notice, how I do content creation, how I drive traffic, and what I do. And I recommend you go to it's www.33andretired.com. facebook.com/webinar. Yeah, and this webinar will be replaced every so often as we update new information, as we grow, as new information comes around. But this is a very good place. So www.33andretire.com/webinar. There'll be a resource for you under this link to go watch that. It's completely free. Go ahead and just leave your best email in there, and you can see how you can partake in our coaching, how you can also use it in mobile content marketing, how I use all of that in our mastermind. So my name is Lawrence Tam. It's been a pleasure teaching you in these 10 videos. Go ahead and find me on Facebook. I'm also on Facebook. Facebook. If you just go look at the Lawrence Tam. Facebook.com/ actually it's not FB. It might be FB, but let's just say Facebook.com www, right? The Lawrence Tam. You'll find me. I'm a real person. I answer my messages. My assistant will come in sometimes when I'm away with my kids, or if I'm out on a date night, she'll come in sometimes to step in. This is definitely a good place to connect with me. But I do want you to watch this webinar. It's completely free. Go ahead and send your email, and it is and always will be a pleasure. I'll see you on the next training series that I have. My name is Lawrence Tam. See you on the beaches of the world. Peace.